I'm Laura Noel, a professional organizer and homeschooling mom of two, and today I want to share my top 5 tips for getting my kids to declutter. My daughter is now almost 9 years old, and when she was younger, it was very difficult to get her to declutter anything. But she has really grown, and she's been doing some amazing decluttering this year. And these are the 5 ways that we have been finding some real success. The method I always start with is the container concept, because kids get this. You give them a container and label it and say, this is the amount of things in this category that you can have. And when it doesn't fit in this container anymore, you have to declutter the rest. So this is doll clothes. So she has to keep it in here because it has to go into her cube over here, and it won't fit in if it's overflowing. So usually we start with what's the most precious things, the things they really want. They put those in first, and then they fill up the things that they like but aren't as important. And then the things, when it's full, the things that they don't like and don't use are the things that get decluttered. My daughter does really well with this. I just had her redo her Barbie bins because they were overflowing. I said, you've got to get rid of some stuff. We need to get them into smaller bins. She did amazing. She pulled out things that she doesn't use anymore and had no problem with it. The second thing we really love are treasure bins. Treasure bins are so important to kids because they have so many little tiny treasures. And if you don't want those little tiny things all over your house, you have to have a bin for them to go into. So we got this bin. It's a rather large one from Target, and it has a lid. So it has a boundary. It can't overflow. And she knows, she goes through this every few months. She has to keep it within this boundary. I don't care what's in here, but she always goes through it and picks out things that aren't so special anymore. And it works really well. And I know some kids need 2 treasure bins, or you can do 2 smaller ones, whatever works for you, but give them a space where they can put their special things and you don't have it all over the place. The third thing that works really well is encouraging your kids to give or sell their things to their friends. My daughter has gone crazy with this. She loves giving her stuff to her friends, and she has sold some stuff to them too. So both of those ways have been really motivating to her to get rid of some old stuff. The fourth thing is competition. Now, not every kid likes competition, but my daughter really does. So we always do the declutter 2024 things in 2024. It's declutter the same amount of things as the year it is. And so we each color code. So I'm blue and she's pink, and then my son and my husband, they're not even on the board. But my daughter wants to declare more things than me. So you'll see she'll go in these modes where she'll be like getting rid of a whole ton of things because she wants to win and get rid of more than me. So competition, give them a little chart, color coding things, and to beat you in decluttering, and they might just surprise you. And the fifth and final thing is by far our favorite, and that is giving her a good size box. It's a diaper box, but Amazon boxes, large boxes, just not tiny boxes. And saying, when you fill up this box of things to get rid of, then I will give you a $5 bill. And we've done this multiple times, and it works amazing. Now, the caveats to the box, of course, are that you as a parent have veto power. So I always look through the things that she wants to declutter, because sometimes they try to declutter things that aren't theirs. Maybe something that's their siblings, or something that's mine, or somebody else in the household. So you just want to make sure that it's actually their stuff. And then you want to make sure that it's stuff that you don't want to keep for a future child. Sometimes I pull out things, I'm like, well, let's give this to your brother, or put it aside to save for him for the future. And then also make sure that there's nothing that should be a keepsake or something really important that they don't understand the value of. In particular, things that maybe they aren't using, but they don't have the foresight to see that they're going to need it or want it. For instance, my daughter had a digital camera that she was given for her birthday a couple years ago, and she hadn't used it in a while, so she put it in there, and I pulled it out and said, I'm going to hold on to this for you because I think you're going to want it. And yes, in a couple of months she came back and said, I want my camera again. So she took it back. So you as the parent do have more mental capacity than a child does, particularly if they're under the age of 10. And those are the 5 ways that we have had super success this year in decluttering. I mean, she's decluttered hundreds of things and she's been excited about it. And I'm so proud of her. It really has been a huge transformation. She definitely did not used to be like that. So let me know in the comments below the ways that you encourage your kids to declutter. How have you helped them to let go of things that aren't being used and could bless somebody else? Let me know that in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.